Hello, my name is Njeri and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching on YouTube and if you're watching on Facebook, karibu sana. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe so that when I post a new video, you are notified and you come and watch. And if you love this video, make sure you like it and make sure you share it with someone. Now today I'll be talking about something very interesting. Getting questions of people asking me, what should I be doing in my 20s? Because what I can only do is go to school. Most of the people in their 20s are maybe in school or looking for jobs. So I have some few pointers of the things that you should do in your 20s. So make sure you watch this video till the end and make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed to this channel. Make sure you tag a friend along. You can copy the link and share. You can share the video directly. You can screenshot it and send a friend here to watch. So the first thing that you should be doing in your 20s is valuing yourself and prioritizing yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you be selfish, but valuing yourself is very key, because when you value yourself, your self-confidence will be boosted and you will not allow people to walk all over you. And how you can prioritize yourself and value yourself is by working on yourself, Do the things that you love. Do the things that you like. Treat yourself well. Take yourself on dates. Buy yourself good things. Take yourself for dinner, Eat something good. Work out if you have to. The second thing that you should do is build valuable relationships. Now, there is a meme that I saw somewhere that was saying that the friends that you make in your 20s and in your 30s are the connection that you will have to your kids. And I think that is true to some extent, because the friends that you make in your 20s are the friends that you will carry later in life. When you have people that are not like-minded, then you will not move to the same direction, because the Bible says that two cannot move together unless they agree. So if you have friends that are not adding value to you, cut them off and start making valuable relationships. The third thing that you should be doing in your 20s is creating a value system, or creating your core values. Now, this is very key, because the 20s are the basis of your life. The choices that you make right now will affect your future. The choices that you make right now, whether career-wise, whether social-wise, in every aspect of your life, they will affect your future. And also the values that you have will affect your relationships. So if you don't have values, if you don't stand by what you say, if you don't mean what you say, if your yes is not yes and if your no is not no, people will walk all over you and you will not give people the value that you have, because I believe God has put in each and everyone something that you ought to deliver to the world. And if you don't have values, then you'll fall for anything. If you don't have a vision or a goal that you're striving to, you'll fall for everything. So value systems are very key. Make sure you have core values, that when someone does something to you, or when someone says something, you know the way that you should follow. You have a way of doing things. So make sure you have a value system. And these values are the same values that you will instill to your children, because you will have a way of doing things and you will know what works for you and what does not work for you. The next thing that you should do is heal your inner child. Psychology classes are very interesting, and there is someone I saw posting and saying that when you attend a psychology class, especially as an African, you learn how wrong your parents parented you, and to some extent it is true. And along the way, people have been wounded, especially when you started understanding, things, how things work, how the world works, and we have been hurt along the way. Maybe you may have been abused verbally, sexually, emotionally, in many ways. And people may have hurt you, people may have treated you bad. So in your 20s, because you are maturing and your mind is a bit mature, you are able to understand and see how you have been hurt. The only way to understand and discover where you have been hurt is by having a psychologist in your life. I will do another video on the reasons why you should have a psychologist in your life. And yes, you can see a psychologist, you can see a counselor, You can try to figure out yourself and see maybe how something that happened to you affects you right now, and maybe how it will affect you in the future, how it affects your decision making, because some of us are very defensive and we don't know actually where our defensiveness comes from. So if you have a psychologist, especially a counseling psychologist, they will guide you to the healing process. And healing does not come overnight. Healing is a process. You don't say that today, leo nimepona. No, it's not like that. It is a process, and it is an intentional process that you must work on. The next thing that you should do is rediscover yourself. After you have healed your inner child, after you have healed emotionally, after you have healed mentally, you should rediscover yourself, because some of us are doing things out of the hurt that we went through, or out of the experiences that we went through when we are younger. And when you rediscover yourself, it's like you're starting on a fresh page. When you rediscover yourself, you start understanding, who am I? What do I want with life? What can I do to better myself? What can I do to change something in my life that I don't like? So it is very key to rediscover yourself. The next thing that you should do in your 20s is work on your goals. I cannot insist this enough. Make sure you have something that you want to achieve. Don't just fall for anything. What do you want to achieve in the next 3 years? What do you want to achieve in the next 6 months? What do you want to achieve in the next 10 years or 20 years or 30 years? What do you want to achieve in your 20s? Make sure you have that written down, and make sure you have a work plan on how you can achieve those goals. The next thing that you should do is learn. Make sure you learn, learn as much as you can. If you have to go to school to get a diploma, a degree, a master's, a PhD, go and do that. If you have to attend conferences, attend conferences. If you have to attend coaching sessions, do so, because in your 20s is the time that you should develop yourself. It is the time that you should develop your skills. It is the time that you should grow yourself. It is the time that you should learn. And in that learning process, you'll be able to understand where you want to be. You'll be able to understand what you want to do. You'll be able to understand how you can add value to yourself. You'll be able to understand how you can impact others. You'll be able also to interact and meet with people that are like-minded with you. Because when you stay in a cocoon all by yourself, you will not find people out there that have the same goals as you, that have the same values as you. And when you learn, you actually increase value to yourself. So make sure you increase your value to yourself. The next thing that you should do is invest. I saw a meme just the other saying that you should not see a bag of cement in every money that you earn. And I agree with that partly. So you should invest as early as you can. You actually don't need so much money to invest. You can start with the little you have. You can start saving little by little. If it's 50 shillings, 100 shillings, 1,000 shillings, and so on and so forth, you can start saving and invest slowly, because those investments in the long run will be productive. The last thing that you should do is enjoy life. As I have said in the meme that I saw, that you should not see a bag of cement in every money that you get. Make sure you enjoy life. Make sure you treat yourself well. Make sure you eat good food. Make sure you dress well. Make sure you do something good for yourself. That's all for today's video. If you have something that you want to add in that list, make sure you comment down below. And make sure you share this video with someone. Make sure you subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. And I hope to see you in the next video. If you have loved this video, make sure you like it. And if you want more of these videos, you can comment down below on what kind of video you want me to do. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. And make sure you enjoy life.